Hi, my name is Barbara Taragna, and welcome to my kitchen. Today, I have a fun cheesecake recipe to share with you. It's called my Sweetheart Cherry Cheesecake with a dark chocolate topping. And as you can see, it's in the shape of a heart. So it's a wonderful way to say happy birthday, or happy anniversary, or happy Valentine's Day to somebody special. The ingredients we're going to use today, the star of our show here, 3 8-ounce packages of Philadelphia cream cheese, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of sour cream, 3 eggs, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract, and the cherry mixture that we're going to use in the recipe is just a can of cherry pie filling. I separated the syrup from the cherries in a spaghetti strainer, and all we're going to use for the recipe is the cherry syrup. Now you can always use the extra cherries, serve them at the table so that people can put them on the cheesecake, but we're not going to use that in the recipe today. And then to just bump up the cherry flavor a little extra, I have some cherry jelly that I microwaved for about 30 to 40 seconds just so it gets liquidy. And what I'm going to do is add it to the cherry pie filling syrup just to incorporate it a little bit. This is all going to go into the batter of the cheesecake. So to get started, I'm going to take my cream cheese and I'm going to mix that with my 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Okay. We're just going to incorporate them until they both mix together. It's going to take about 3 minutes for this to mix. Okay, while this is mixing, I'll tell you about the topping that we're going to use. I have 8 ounces of a really good dark chocolate and about 1/3 of a cup of milk. All you do is mix these two together, put them over a double boiler just until the chocolate melts. Now that's going to be our dark chocolate topping. So that goes on at the very end of the recipe. Our graham cracker crust is a cup of graham cracker crumbs, 1/4 cup of sugar, and 3 tablespoons of melted butter. You just mix that together and then put about 2 tablespoons of graham cracker crumb mixture into the bottom of this adorable springform pan. You just press down the graham cracker crumbs and bake it at 350 degrees for about 5 minutes. You just want the graham cracker crumbs a light brown. Now I found this adorable springform pan at my local arts and crafts store. It was really easy to find. So that's the crust. Okay, now we're ready to add our sour cream. That's 3/4 of a cup. Maybe I better turn this off and use my spatula. So in it goes. Then we're going to add our eggs one at a time. Always remember to crack your eggs into a separate bowl so you're not adding shells to your cheesecake batter. This recipe is so versatile. You could use a 9-inch springform pan and make a nice big cheesecake out of this. I did that one year with my children around Halloween. And since it has such a nice pink inside to it, we decorated it like a vampire and called it our bloody cheesecake. So it was a lot of fun to do around Halloween too. My kids have a lot of fun baking with me. They love to make the cheesecakes with me because they're so easy to make. Okay, now we're ready to add the cherry mixture. It's just all going to go in all at the same time. Just let it blend until everything's well incorporated. And look at this beautiful pink batter we have. Oops, I'm dripping all over the place. I'm going to stop and scrape it down and then put it into my springform pans. So I took the batter and filled my springform pan all the way to the top, because when a cheesecake bakes it's going to puff up a little bit, but as it cools it does sink considerably. So you want to make sure your batter comes up to the edge of your springform pan. Now this is going to bake at 325 degrees for about a ½ an hour, and don't forget to put your water bath in the oven. All a water bath is a cookie sheet with water in it. Underneath your cheesecake, you're going to have your cheesecake on the top rack and the water bath on the rack below it. So as you're baking, don't open your oven because the water bath is creating this nice moist atmosphere for your cheesecake, and hopefully your cheesecake won't crack. So there are several ways you can tell when your cheesecake is ready. You either want to lightly touch the top of your cheesecake and it should be springy, or you can always take a thermometer and insert it into the middle of your cheesecake. The temperature should be 156 degrees, and then you know you have a perfect cheesecake. So it is now time to take our luscious chocolate and drizzle it over our cheesecakes. Just put it right in the middle of the cheesecake and bring it gently to the side. It's okay if some of it drips off onto the plate. It looks absolutely decadent and delicious. So we'll put a little on this side. Now if you're not ready to serve this cheesecake the day you make it, you can always wrap it well and put it in the freezer. Cheesecakes last a long time in the freezer, a couple of weeks. And when they thaw and you're ready to eat them, they're as creamy and delicious as the day you made them. So now comes the fun part, the tasting. Look how beautiful and pink that cheesecake is. It's lovely. The sweetness of the cherries contrasted with the dark chocolate makes a wonderful combination. Thank you so much, Paula Dean, for this fun contest. I've really enjoyed myself.